皆さんこんにちは. This is Going Danielle Oishi, your missionaries in Japan, coming to you with our 10th special update video. This is the beginning of our 4th year as full-time missionaries and a year and a half of serving here in Japan. We are thankful for all of your faithful giving that allows us to focus all our time here to learning and reaching the Japanese people. Behind us is a map of the city where we believe God has called us to plant our first church here in Japan as early as next year. We will be revealing that city to you at the end of this video. God has continued to do great things as we continue to labor under the Senri Newtown Baptist Church of Mino here in Osaka. We are excited to show you the highlights of what He has used your investments to accomplish from the beginning of this year up until now. Please enjoy.
At the end of January, we left for a brief 2-month document furlough to the United States.
But it's a little bit different.
During our time there, we had the privilege of visiting a total of 7 churches in 5 states. My husband preached a total of 22 times, including as a keynote speaker at a missions conference. God also allowed us to see 5 people trust Christ as their Savior during our furlough, including my own grandfather.
We returned to Japan at the end of March, where we were greeted with many new opportunities to serve, including another soul saved through the exchange student outreach, summer camps, and helping a newly arrived missionary couple from Mexico. その第一の決心がイエス様を信じることによって、私は救われたい。June was our most exciting month yet, as we were given the privilege of leading 2 evangelistic meetings. The first of these took place at the Faith Baptist Church of Iwakuni, a U.S. military ministry in the Yamaguchi prefecture. My wife designed the flyer and led the entire children's church in Japanese, and I preached a total of 4 times, twice in each language that day. There, God did a great miracle and allowed us to see a total of 35 Japanese first-time visitors come and 2 receive Christ as their Savior.
Our second meeting took place at the Senri Newtown Baptist Church of Mino in the Osaka prefecture, where we're currently serving. We personally invited 7 of our contacts made thus far, and we were greatly encouraged that 3 visitors came as a result. God blessed us with a total of 4 first-time visitors, with a grand total of 91 attendees that day, making June 2022 our most fruitful month since arriving in Japan.
All of this was being done while my wife tirelessly continued to study the language, and I continued to seek God's will in where to plant our first church. Since our last update video, we surveyed 2 additional cities. After more than 8 months of praying, fasting, researching, obtaining counsel, and serving some of the most unreached cities in Japan, we believe that God has made clear to us where He would have us to plant our first church. We have made the decision to plant a church-planting, gospel-preaching Baptist church in the city of Kisarazu, in the prefecture of Chiba. Kisarazu is located on the Boso Peninsula on the southern half of the Chiba prefecture, along the eastern coast of the Tokyo Bay. It houses a population of over 136,000 people, and is one of the very few cities in Japan with an increasing population with many young families. Since the completion of the Aqua Line in 1997, this city has seen a steady increase in population of about 1,000 per year. The Aqua Line is a roadway that connects the city of Kisarazu and the Tokyo metropolitan area on the other side of the bay, with a half underwater tunnel and half above water bridge. Young families seeking opportunity for work and education in Tokyo, but wishing to pay a more reasonable price for land and housing, are rapidly moving to the Kisarazu area, where the land is relatively inexpensive, and there is a direct access to larger cities like Tokyo and Yokohama. It is a place expected to continue growing in population with extensive ongoing city development plans. This city of Kisarazu, along with the city of Soregaura to the north and the city of Kimitsu and Futsu to the south, comprise an area locally known as Aquiline East with a combined population of over 300,000. This entire area does not have a single gospel-preaching local church. Since we first set foot in this city at the beginning of last December, God has given us an undeniable call and vision to plant a church in this city. And after patiently waiting over 8 months while even visiting other unreached areas in Japan, God has given us absolute peace about making Kisarazu our home as early as next year. We are now moving into some of the beginning stages of preparation for our first church plant, as my wife continues to master the language, and we both continue to learn as we actively serve here at the Senri Newtown Baptist Church. Thank you for all of your prayers leading up to our big decision. We now covet your prayers more than ever before as we prepare to plant a church in a city without a single known gospel witness. Thank you for continuing to follow, pray for, and invest in reaching lost souls here in Japan.